pay?
I think they have been terrific. These are terrific patriots. A lot of them agree with what I'm doing, and I hope we're going to have the situation worked out. But they want security in our country, and so do I. That's all we want. We want security. We want common sense. We want security in our country. When you look at what's going on, immigration just went to very high on your list. I saw even on your list. Immigration's very high on the list, but we're not talking about just immigration. And I would like, and I'll say it in front of some of our Democrat friends here, I would love to see a big immigration bill where we really take care of the situation. I know you want to. Everybody wants to. Who wouldn't want to? Right now we have a problem. We have to take care of this, and it's quicker and easier to do this individually. But we would like to see real immigration reform in this country because we need it, and it can be a beautiful thing. And with all of the companies coming into our country, we have 7 car companies now that are announcing or have announced just recently, and we have many car companies and other companies, as you know, they're flowing in. We have the best job numbers virtually that we've ever had. For African American, the best ever. Hispanic, Asian, the best ever. The best in 50 years in the overall number, and soon that's going to be beaten. So we have the best job numbers. We need people. We need great qualified people. We want them to come in. So I think it's a great time right now because of that. We need people, Rob. And I mean, in Ohio, you need workers. And I know you feel the same way. I know Chris, I mean, I'll speak for Chris, but everybody wants to see immigration reform. It's overdue. And it's always been very political, and maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. But, John, I will tell you this. The people out there want something to happen at our southern border, whether it's human trafficking, whether it's drugs, whether it's criminals, whether it's MS-13. The folks behind me know all about MS-13 and how violent and vicious they are and where they come from. And they all come from the same place, and they all come in the same way. They come right across that border. And we've thrown thousands out. I would say thousands, right, fellas? I mean, literally MS-13, and you have a lot of it. I know that, Rich. We throw thousands out a year, and then they come back. And we move them all the way back to where they came from, all the way back. And they find a way to come back again. We need strong borders, and we need immigration reform. Beyond that, we need immigration reform. Okay, let's go.
But these people have to go without their paychecks. Some are being forced to work without pay. Some have been furloughed.
They all get the money. They're all going to get the money, and I think they're going to be happy. And I will tell you, and I say it often, many of those people that you're talking about, so humanly the way you express it, but many of those people that you talk about are on my side. I've had so many people. The beautiful thing is with social media, the world can write to you. And you take a look at social media. So many of those people are saying, it's very hard for me, it's very hard for my family, but Mr. President, you're doing the right thing. Get it done. I've had so many of them. They're patriots. They love our country. And they want to see it be done. Look, this is just common sense. They want to see it be done correctly. We need a barrier. We have to stop people from coming in the way they come in. And if we don't have it, you can never have border security unless you have a steel barrier, a concrete wall, you can call it whatever you want, but without it, you'll never have, you can have the greatest talent in the world. You will never, ever, in a million years, you will not have border security. Can't happen.
Mr. President, what's your current thinking on a national emergency? Why didn't you announce it last night, and when might you?
Because I think we might work a deal, and if we don't, I may go that route. I have the absolute right to do national emergency if I want.
What's your threshold for when you might make that?
My threshold will be if I can't make a deal with people that are unreasonable.
What's your message to the Republicans who are now on Capitol Hill saying?
Oh, I think we have tremendous Republican support. I'll tell you what, I just spoke to a few of the people in the House. We have tremendous support. The Senate has been incredible. Mitch McConnell has been incredible. He said, if the president's not going to sign it, I'm not going to waste my time. And, I mean, Rob Portman's here. He can tell you he's very strong on border security. We have tremendous support in the Senate. We have tremendous support in the House. And by the way, you know, they say, oh, is it true that somebody's, you know, a congressman, he broke away? Okay. Yeah, every once in a while you're going to have that. But you know who else has that? The Democrats have that, too, because they have their people breaking away, too. You know why? Because they know you need border security, but you don't report that. But the fact is that there's tremendous support. I would know, without support, I would be the first one to know I may be the last one, too. But there is tremendous support. Right now, if I did something that was foolish, like gave up on border security, the first ones that would hit me are my senators. They'd be angry at me. The second ones would be the House. And the third ones would be, frankly, my base and a lot of Republicans out there and a lot of Democrats that want to see border security. Okay, what else? Any questions?
So why not sign the other bills, though, so some of these workers can get paid, the government
You
get
think I
more-
should do that? No, do you think I should do that, John?
I mean, it's not for me
I mean,
to
I
say.
watch your one-sided reporting. Do you think I should do that? Hey, John. No, seriously, John, do you think I should just sign?
Well, the argument
No,
is
tell me.
sign these bills that have nothing to do with
John,
border
do you think I
security.
should just sign?
I'm saying that if you sign that, these workers can start getting paid. The government can
So
start.
you would do that if you were in my position, you'd do that.
I'm not in your position. I'm asking you if that's something you
I'm
would-
asking you, would you do that if you were in my position? Because if you would do that, you should never be in this position. Because you'd never get anything done. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think that was fair.
So a back and forth between Jonathan Karl, one of the reporters in the room, and the President of the United States on how to get a deal done, and that was very interesting. The President's saying this: people want something to happen on our border, whether it's human trafficking, drugs, MS-13. They want to change. They want something to happen. Pete, do you think he's right about that? The majority of Americans are looking. They may not know exactly what to do, but that they want something done.
Absolutely. It's common sense. They see drugs, they see violence, they see chaos at the border. They understand the human consequence and they want something done about it, and they're okay. No, they're okay. Hysteria in Washington, D.C. doesn't matter to folks around America. The more crazier it gets there, the better Trump's hand gets.
I just want to let people know the reason why we're looking at Capitol Hill right there is we're waiting for the president to arrive over there, because what you were just watching was a little bit tape delayed. I say I don't know, and we're going to, as soon as we see something happen there, we're going to bring it to you. The reason why I say I don't know is I don't know that necessarily everybody makes the connection that all of the negative externalities that you see are a result of not having enough fencing and patrol at the southern border. I think a lot of people do. But I don't know. I'm not sure it's the majority. I thought that back and forth with the reporter was fair, and I know that's going to be a big topic going forward. I used to cover the Saudi oil minister at OPEC meetings, and he would challenge us right back on the topics and challenge us on the questions. And I actually thought that was fair. He did avoid answering what that reporter wanted, but it was an interesting way of doing it.
So what was interesting was the timing of that conversation back and forth, too, because you talk about the tape delay. There have been just a few minutes and a breath to take. Fox News is now advised of a revamped schedule for the House to pass individual spending bills. And perhaps Jonathan Karl and other reporters would have been getting some of the same information on their phones.
Yeah, saying, would you just sign this to reopen?
Well, especially with the softening among Senate Republicans who, those in purple states and also those who house a lot of federal workers, they're the ones putting a little bit more pressure on the president and Mitch McConnell to see some of those spending bills so they could decide.
All right. Financial services would be a bill to pass today. Agriculture and transportation / housing tomorrow. Interior on Friday. So those bills that they think they can get done. While we were listening to the president, Katie brought up something that I thought was really interesting, and that's how this plays in Middle America and the importance of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to come off as not having any empathy for federal government workers. I know a lot of them. A lot of my friends actually work for the Senate and work for the Department of Justice, who have been furloughed, and they're not getting paid tomorrow, as far as we can see. But the fact is that in the private sector out in America, if you lose your job, you don't get paid either. If a company goes under and they walk into your office on Monday morning or Friday afternoon and say, sorry, but we no longer have a position for you, there's no back pay, there's no furloughing, there's no guarantee that your job is going to be there in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 months when the government shutdown is over. And so I wonder, with all these questions coming from the press, it is concerning about, DEA agents getting paid, and Secret Service, of course. However, when that question is being asked out of concern, I wonder what the average American working in the private sector thinks about that, because they have to go to work every day.
If it's not affecting them, they say maybe we should shut more of the government down.
Yeah. But